Okay, so good morning, everybody. It's so great to see so many of you here already at 9 sharp, so I'm really impressed, even if there were some issues with public transportation, I heard. So great to already have a full room, which is just amazing. So very, very warm welcome, everybody. My name is Jonas. I'm a co-founder and currently chairman of the Digital Euro Association, who basically put together this event with support from the Frankfurt School and the Frankfurt School Blockchain Center today. So yeah, we are really happy about having all of you here today, and I think the slides should be on the display. Maybe somebody can check. Yeah, we are expecting 300 people here on site, which are apparently almost all of them here, and on site 500. So we are really happy that after the first type of conference last year was so successful that we have even more people, and I think also a really great lineup for this conference. And yeah, can't wait to see how this materializes and looks like also next year. So before we go into the conference, unfortunately we need to start with some really sad news. I think most of you might have heard this, that Philipp Sandner, who was basically a professor here at the Frankfurt School, also a very important person at the DIA, so co-founded it together basically based on some ideas I and Philipp had. Very sadly and way too early passed away in January, which makes us all, I mean, you can imagine, very sad, not just from the DIA perspective, but also privately as a friend, personal friend, also, in his thoughts are also with the family. And what we would like to do today is also to kind of remember him. So we will just in a second, have just a minute of silence for him, to remember him, because I know also in the audience, like, so many people knew him and knew what he has done, not just personally, but also for the space. And also what we have done today is we have, when you leave the room here at the right, some kind of a booth with a picture of him. So that's also an opportunity if you want to provide, some last words to him, or also write down your condolences to do that. So yeah, let's just maybe take a few seconds to remember Philipp, to remember what he's done, and to appreciate all the work he's done and also the great person that he was. Thank you very much. Right, so to also bring forward Philipp's vision, Philipp's heritage, kind of, I also briefly want to take the opportunity to talk about what we have thought about with the DIA, what we are doing, why we came up with this idea, basically. And what we are doing is we basically are a think tank that is, of course, focused kind of Europe, also as the name suggests, but we're actually more. So we have basically gathered a global community about people that are united in the passion around digital money from various continents, from various sectors. I mean, we see this in the audience today with regulators, central bankers, politicians, private sector companies, academics, all of them being here. And that's exactly what unites us. We are independent, so we are a registered association here based out of Germany, so not affiliated with the Euro system, with European stakeholders, despite, of course, being in exchange. So we are an own legal entity. And we, in particular, focus on 3 key pillars, let's say. One is the topic, and it's a very important topic, where we come from: education, right? We started this journey, I think, like almost 5 years ago, formally 3 years ago, and we have seen that people talked about CBDC and meant, I don't know, stablecoins, or talked about retail CBDC and meant hosted. So there was a lot of confusion, and we think there is still a lot of confusion today, but we try to improve that and make this all more clear, right? So that we can bring all these concepts forward, learn from people from other continents, from other countries, and have dedicated working groups that provide input also to regulatory suggestions around stablecoin, to provide input from us, from our community, which is, as I said, really diverse. We do have digital money academies, we do have online events, so a lot of things on the educational side. And this also has the goal to really build out a community. And I mean, I see so many community members here, To date, we have, I think, more than 1,000 people kind of being part of this. So primarily individuals, also expert in this field. We have approximately 50 to 60 companies being part of it, from the banking industry, fintechs, industry, startups. So it's kind of a wild mix in a positive sense. And what really unites us is that we want to bring the space together with all the different interests. And that's also what our working groups work towards, basically bringing the space forward. The last pillar, and this is something we are very, very actively engaged, is some kind of the public affairs. So we also want to represent the values that we are having in our DIA DNA, and also what we have from our members, of course, to bring into the discussion, because we have seen a rapid increase in knowledge around CBDCs and stablecoins. But still, of course, everybody, you know, is working on this topic is pretty busy, so it needs experts to provide their inputs. And that's something what we also try to do currently a lot on the national level. So we are in discussion with German Ministry of Finance of all these topics. We are also in exchange when it comes to the central banking side. And with Bundesbank, we just last week were part of a financial committee public hearing on the digital euro in the German parliament that we really appreciated, despite being, you know, very young as an association, to have the opportunity to, you know, provide input and share our perspectives on that. So that was a very great moment. And we also try to expand this to other countries and potentially to other continents, as we are a global community, and just want to bring this forward basically with the values we are having, and also that our members, of course, have. As said, we have education as like kind of services as well, like a digital money academy. We have a thesis awards, which is more dedicated to students, right? So don't go into detail that today. You can check this out by yourself as well. But it's just a very diverse and rich portfolio that is around, you know, the topics of digital money, stablecoins, CBDC, tokenized deposits, all of these fun and new forms of money that are currently appearing. So before we go into the conference, we also, as every year, want to make a few announcements where we are very, very proud to do and to be in the situation. And this is primarily mention 5 partnerships that we recently engaged in, also stressing how active we are and which geographic areas we are apparent. And first one is a partnership together with Eurodollar, a new gold member, and Eurodollar is actually also here. So if you're already in the audience, you can maybe raise your hand and people can, right here at the back, great, come to you later. So Eurodollar is basically a new MiCA compliant stablecoin that is coming up and soon intended to launch, which is about a US dollar stablecoin, but as I said, in compliance with the MiCA regulation, also driving this space forward, being, you know, safe, trusted kind of novel stablecoin to the space. So we are really looking forward to this partnership, and thank you very, very much for the support and also for being here in person with us. The second announcement we would like to make is another partnership, a gold member with LF0. So some of you might know LF0 already. LF0 is a L1 blockchain with a very strong focus on privacy, which also fits very well with, you know, our DIA DNA to really support this privacy aspect of the digital euro and also open source aspects of that. And LF0 is, for example, also in partnerships with Deutsche Telekom, so very, you know, prominently stressing the enterprise focus they are having and the privacy and open source. And we are really, really happy to have them since the first quarter also being part of our Digital Euro Association, to also show that we try to unite the views of both like traditional banks, fintechs, and also newly coming up companies more coming from the crypto space that also represent the values that we stand for as the DIA. Another announcement for a silver member is the HBAR Foundation, also recently joined us. So the HBAR Foundation is the foundation behind the Hedera blockchain, so also coming from the more crypto type of ecosystem, but they are also heavily involved in the CBDC topics. So they also provide some kind of tech solutions in the context of CBDC. So again, kind of addressing exactly the bridge where we seek our strengths in as the DIA, and we have them also as part of our community of now, and also really appreciate the ecosystem thought, and also very interesting technology to consider around other digital money solutions that come up. Fourth announcement, and this is of a complete different side, is on the central bank side of things. So we today actually also already announced online a partnership with the Central Bank of Georgia, which adds to our list of central bank partners, where we are also kind of engaging in lots of initiatives around knowledge exchange, about learning specifics from specific countries when it comes to CBDC implementation. So really to learn from the countries that are very, very hands-on working on that. And then what we in particular appreciate about this partnership is also that they are following a very, very innovative approach in setting up this project. So really being, not so close to the traditional financial system as it is, for example, here in Europe. So at least a different and inspiring angle. And we are now engaging in activities to really learn from this project and also bring our expertise into this project as well. And last but not least, very important for us, we have a new strategic membership with Stablecoin Standard, which is a kind of a stablecoin initiative that brings together lots of different stablecoin issuers, unites them in the voice, which we think is very, very important, because we know they are very prominent also lobby groups and impacts when it comes to the banking sector, partly also for fintech. But for stablecoin, this is kind of underrepresented from our perspective. And we think that this is equally important to have these views kind of in these discussions. And this is why we are very, very happy to have a stablecoin standard also as part of our community, to really show that we are between traditional finance, also in the crypto side, and also leveraging these novel technologies to basically contribute to a greater good and to really provide solutions that the market kind of needs. Great, so this was the announcement block. As said, thanks for everybody of the members that just joined. We are really, really thrilled about these partnerships. And now we really come to the conference. So why you all are here for today. We are really happy to have like 300 people on site here, even like way more than last year, with more than 50 speakers. We do have for the first time 2 tracks. So we have the main stage here. We also have the innovation room, which is basically just at the left, so also ground floor. It's room 001, if you're looking for that, where we are having more partners from practice. So we have central banks actually here coming all the way from the Bahamas, for example, to discuss what they did. Also, we have discussions on open source aspect of CBDC, which we think are currently underrepresented in the debate. So that's something I can definitely recommend you to check out at some point. And Marcel will also provide some insights on what's happening on the innovation room. So that's a new format we introduced for this conference. And otherwise, I can just make you aware of the agenda. So you might have it printed out or scan the QR code. You also see then the side sessions that are taking place at the innovation room. We also do have a Telegram group that you can join if you like. It's just about also dissemination information. If you have questions, you can post them there or also ask the on-site staff. Both is, of course, fine. And yeah, of course, last thing, of course, join us if you like what we are doing, right? We have different ways of joining us, be it for companies as members, you have seen in the announcements, also for think tanks about more strategic partnerships, for central banks, we are really, really looking into all that. And we also have for individuals the opportunity to participate like as fellows or experts, so also for free for individuals. So also if you want to be involved on a private level, then you can just scan the QR code, come to our website and join us. And besides that, I'm really, really looking forward to the conference. Thank you all for being here and listen to all the sessions. I'm sure it will be very fruitful and very, very interesting. And then I'm happy to hand over to our great moderator again, Marcel, who will guide you through the day. And yeah, let's have a great day and fruitful discussions. Thank you very much.